Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 NFT, the sweet spot. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, our other host, Jim Rosati. Jim, my man, we are 1 week after the last pack drop. I'm still excited. I'm sure you are. We got more packs to open tonight, so stay tuned to see that. A lot of news to talk about beforehand, though. But what's up?
Not a whole lot. We're through drop one. We'll kind of get to the details because some things changed a little bit. Yeah, fresh off our first pack ripping. Didn't really pull anything great last week, so let's hope the pack gods are with us tonight.
Let's do that because you are correct. We had, what was it? I forget the total number. I know I did 11. You did 10, right? And he did 6.
I did 17.
That's right. You did 17 last week.
Yeah.
I did 11 and he did 6. That sounds right? So 34?
Yeah. So 34 packs. And our best pull was probably
his Trout.
You know, if you're looking at the marketplace, it's probably like that epic Austin Riley that I pulled. I bet that's probably the best one.
You're probably yeah. We probably would assume there was going to be the Trout, not so much now. What's your Riley going? Because I pulled the epic Shane Bieber as well. Mm-hmm. That's going for like about 80 or 90 right now.
Yeah, I mean the Austin Riley epic floor is sitting at 90.
Okay,
so right out there. So that's kind of, we pulled like 3 cards in like that $85 to $90 range.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
so
cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's quite the contrary to the first packs that we opened when that was like at the floor. But I mean, we're kind of expecting that. Obviously, there was a lot more packs involved. You know, it's opened up. It's not just the All-Stars. It's almost like every 26-man roster. So, you know, there's a lot of players involved. But regardless, it was a lot of fun. We still got some more, so it's pulling out hope, right? That like we know you have the All-Star Trout Legendary in your other packs that you're holding. You're still holding those.
Yes.
Now for tonight's show, I have 3 more packs to open. You have 10, correct?
I have 10 packs to open. I haven't decided. You know what? Let's just open all 10. Screw it. Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if I was just going to open 5 and hold a few. Let's just do it.
This is not like you, Jim. What is going on? Is there something wrong? Do we need to have a conversation?
I think it's just because since there's 61,000 more of these out there somewhere.
Yes.
There's no point in me just holding on to them. Yeah, so let's just rip them. Yeah.
Okay.
YOLO, right?
That sounds good to me. So before we get into any more information, I guess, and talk, do we want to maybe discuss the updates and changes to how Candy's done their packs? Because I think maybe there's a lot of people watching that might have been wondering today, what's going on? I thought there was a drop.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's kind of start from like the very beginning, right? The kind of the reason why they did this. So Tuesday last week was the first half of Leadoff Series 1, right? 61,000 packs, early access. I think they probably had around 10 to 12,000 reserved for early access. Those sold out relatively quickly, like within a matter of 10, 15 minutes. Then when the general queue opened, it was really just a matter of kind of getting everybody through the line, but it sold out also in like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, somewhere in that range. So the 61,000 packs got moved over the course of, an hour and a half, basically. So they did a good job selling out. But I think then what happened is people started opening these packs, right? And they started pulling players that they had never heard of before, quite frankly. I mean, I think that's really kind of what happened. People were pulling Willie Calhoun and Zach Eflin. And, if you're a baseball fan, you know who those people are. You know who Zach Eflin is. You know who Willie Calhoun is. But if you're not like diehard into the sport, Aaron Bummer, like you're pulling guys like this and you're like, what in the world did I just spend $50 on? Right.
Right.
So I think that's kind of what happened is, we now have this set where it's not just all-stars, right? That first set they were all stars. There were no bad players in that set. Now you're getting a set where, there's a lot of good players in this drop, but there's also a lot of just guys, basically roster fillers essentially, as well. And so I think you had a lot of people who were like, oh boy, I've never even heard of this person before. And there's 1,500 of these. I'm just going to go ahead and sell these and maybe pick up something that I want, right? I don't know what the mindset was of the quick flippers. I stayed away from that. I didn't sell a single thing so far from this from the set.
Yeah.
But as far as those folks who were pulling these guys and they were seeing on the marketplace just people kind of undercutting, we saw some core sales at like 50 cents, 75 cents, $1. Uncommons were being listed for $1, $2, things like that. So you saw kind of, I would say, a solid like 48 to 72 hours of just like really, really low prices on the marketplace for a lot of these collectibles. And it kind of brought up some conversation. Well, okay, if these are going for this price right now, we're about to double the supply of these things in a week. Mm-hmm. Does it make sense to do that? So there was a lot of feedback from the community, and I think Candy did an excellent job of listening to that feedback and kind of mixing up their plans a little bit and saying, hey, you know what, we hear you. Another 61,000 packs at this point in time with the amount of users that we have in this space could have just tanked everything, right? I mean, you're doubling the supply of things that already seem to have pretty minimal value. So they made the decision, hey, we're actually going to hold that second 61,000. We're going to figure out something to do with it later, whether it's, a drop, they didn't really mention as to what that's going to be used for, but they'll just say, we're going to take those 61,000 packs. We're going to put them to the side here, and we're going to work on bringing more users to the platform before we release those. Right. So I think it was a good idea, because I think if they would have gone forward with another 61,000 packs, I mean, I don't know about you, Donardo, but like, I don't know. I mean, I'm die hard into this stuff, but like, I'm also try to like look at this logically. Why would I spend $50 on a pack, right? Yes. And get 5 icons when, if we're kind of looking at the marketplace, I can just go on there and scoop up basically whatever I want for well under the price of a pack, right? So I think that if they would have gone forward with that the second 61,000 packs, we would have seen probably, I don't know, there's a lot of speculation, but I don't think those would have sold out, because I think there would have been a lot of people like myself who say, I'm going to sit and wait and see what these do, because right now buying these $50 packs just doesn't seem like the logical choice, right? Based off of the environment that we're in. So good choice, good decision by Candy to kind of listen to the people, kind of figure out, hey, let's amp up our marketing a little bit more. I've seen a lot of Candy stuff. I mean, the MLB Network on MLB TV, the nightly highlight show that they do, the live look-ins, it's brought to you by Candy. There's Candy stuff everywhere. So let's, keep ramping up that marketing, keep ramping up the amount of users on the platform. And then once we have enough people to support more packs, then we can bring that on. But they basically did that for lineup 1, and they're going to do the same thing for lineup 2, 3, and 4 now. So they're essentially all of the future lineups in this leadoff series. They're kind of taking half the packs and they're putting them to the side, which I think at this point in time, good idea.
I'm 100% with you. You and I talked immediately after last week's show, after opening those packs, which was fun. It was absolutely fun. It was exhilarating. We couldn't wait for that day to come to open these packs. But as soon as we were done, we talked, and I think we were both on the same page as I don't know if I'm buying more packs next week. And, I might buy 1 or 2. I mean, here's the thing. We do have a show, so that's content, right? You would want to see packs being opened. So, I did hold 3 over from last week, which at the time I was holding them to potentially sell, right? Like, let me just hold some back to sell. And the next week I'll buy 10 more, if not more, and I'll open some and hold some to sell as well. And there's no point of selling at this point. Like, you're not buying any packs to flip, albeit they are now at a $60 floor. So they are starting to creep up as we talked also. So like, you could make money potentially, but like, okay, is it really worth it for the few bucks? But you're right. I don't know if or how many I was going to buy, because in my mind, your mind, the play is the marketplace. Why spend the $50 to open up when you can just spend $50 and get the guys and players that you want? Like, when Trout uncommons are going for $70 at this point, Wander uncommons, I think they're at 80 now, if not maybe around 90.
Yeah, I mean, they were right around there, because we can kind of talk about what we picked up throughout the week. But yeah,
sure.
Like a Wander uncommon was something that I picked up, and it was just at a price where I was like, I want this, and it's pretty low right now. So
but that's the thing. Like, when those are the two marquee players, and we're not even talking about cores. Like, the cores are still less than what a pack would cost. You get an uncommon for $20-$30 more than what a pack would cost. Why not just invest into that than buying a pack and maybe not? I mean, you saw some of the stuff we opened, so, and the pricing of it now, right? So like, it made sense that you worried and wondered, and there's a lot of discussion and talk in Discord. And like you said, a big shout out and kudos to Candy for listening, responding quickly, and saying, you know what, this isn't the right move. To move forward with what we have already planned isn't probably best in this current environment and situation. So let's hold half of them. Now, the thing is, like, we know there's still that supply. It doesn't necessarily change. Like, there's still going to be those thousands of commons or cores or whatever. Like those numbers will still stay the same. It's just currently the market is like, has that temporary adjustment, right? So it makes sense. I'm happy. I'm glad they did it. There wasn't a drop today, so we didn't have to worry about opening, more packs in the marketplace, just tanking even further right now. So I'm good with it. I appreciate what they did. And I've just been hammering away on the marketplace, like you said. We definitely will get into that, but those are the current adjustments. So there will be future drops, but as stated, it's going to be cut in half. They're not doing 61,000 and 61,000. It's going to be like the 30 and 30. So kudos to them for listening. I guess really all you have to really say about that.
Yeah. And then as far as like other announcements go that they kind of made with that, they're expecting marketplace enhancements sometime, at the end of May is the date that they put out. They're hoping to, being able to do better filtering, searching, things like that. So that's good. And then they said that, they're working on ways to kind of implement utility into this stuff, in the form of like challenges and things like that. So we'll hear more from them, I'm sure, down the road. But it was definitely, like I said, a lot of people were worried about the second half of the drop. And so I was happy to see that they addressed that and realized, hey, this probably wouldn't go over very well with really everybody. So they did something about it, and I think it was the right move.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess with that said, right, so we'll move forward here. The drop happened, came, it went. We see the prices like just creeping further and further down. I guess what I'm going to ask you, right, and maybe people want to hear, because you're right, like I think a lot of people in this space that are into NFTs, they're into the sports stuff, but may not be big into baseball. So there's a lot of names out there that is just a name, and they're listing for pretty cheap. I knew from day one, there were certainly some people that I saw that I just like, how and why, even at those prices then, right? I was thinking, how and why are these being at this price? And like, even today, when the prices of like uncommons are hitting like $2 and $3, seeing certain players at that price point, I'm just scooping up a lot of players. So I don't know, in your mind, like, who have you focused on during this time frame of, I guess, stacking? Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, good question. So I think the person that I've gotten the most of is Byron Buxton. So I went out and just made sure. I've got cores, uncommons. I've got a rare of him. We've got a few uncommons of Buxton. So just every time like I saw something that was like, oh, that's just too cheap, I went ahead and scooped it up for Byron Buxton. So that was one. I'm still working on getting that epic. I need somebody out there to like accidentally miss a one or something when they're posting an epic and maybe instead of $150, post it for 50, right?
Did you not scoop up that one epic then that you were watching?
No, I was watching it, and yeah. So no, I'm still waiting on the Byron Buxton epic. One that that I kind of noticed right off the bat, and something that was interesting about it was the O'Neal Cruz, right? How it was the core uncommon rare. He didn't have an epic, but he was also a lower mint count than the majority of people, right? So instead of having 2,750 cores, he had 1,500. Instead of his uncommon being 1,500, it was 850. So there's just a lot less O'Neal Cruzes out there. And if you're looking at like prospect lists, right, and this is a kind of a big part of collecting in the sports world. O'Neal Cruz is the top ranked prospect in this drop. So
if you
right
don't
there,
count like, oh wait, never mind.
Talking about
I guess in this drop, right.
Yeah. So like in this drop, O'Neal Cruz is the top ranked prospect in it. So it's been pretty interesting. Like when the marketplace first opened, even then, like when a lot of people were like $1 or $2, Cruz was like 7, 8, or 9, right? He was still kind of higher than everybody else. But now what we've seen is over these last few days, in this last week, O'Neal Cruz kind of keeps creeping up. There are not a lot of O'Neal Cruzes even available to buy. I think total. So there's now 37. So there's more than there were the other day. So I think people have kind of seen that his prices have gone up, and they're posting some more out there. But
that's still out of 3 rarities,
yeah. But you can't get an O'Neal Cruz right now for less than $35. Whereas, the price of his core is pretty much in line with Wander is at 34, and Trout is at 45. So you're looking like Trout's the highest right now. And then you've got Wander and O'Neal Cruz kind of sitting there as 2, 3 as the most expensive collectibles in this drop, which so I was happy that I was able to pick up a Cruz rare, an uncommon, a core. I got all those out of the way super early. I think I picked up his rare for like $40.
Yeah, I'm super jealous of you now.
So really happy about that, because I think right now, if we do a quick search, O'Neal Cruz rares.
Last I saw was 100 was the floor.
Was it? So right now it's 100. Yeah. So you can't get one for less than $100 right now. But yeah, so O'Neal Cruz was one. Another one that I was kind of looking at, and you were thinking too, was Jose Barrero.
Yes.
And it's just another one where just another highly ranked prospect, and he falls in that same category too, where he has the lower mint counts, right? He's probably, if you're looking at prospect list, number 2 behind Cruz. He hasn't played it all this year, I don't believe. He started the season off on the injured list, but he once he gets activated, he should be on the Reds, I would think. And yeah, Fangraphs has Jose Barrero as the number 31 prospect in baseball.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As of so you've got people like, let's say Cruz is listed as number 8, Barrero listed as maybe Barrero dropped a little bit. Can't find him on the list right now. But Barrero's up there, and then also Joey Bart's another one too, where he's actually on the Giants right now. You don't have Buster Posey to worry about anymore, and same thing applies with Bart. He's in that lower mint count, so you've got Bart, who could potentially be a front runner for NL Rookie of the Year this year. He's in that too. So I would say those are my main ones I was focusing on, other than Wander. Like I wanted to make sure I had some Wander, but Buxton, Cruz, Barrero, Bart. Those are my 4.
Nice.
Buxton, Cruz. Yeah, 4.
Like I feel like you just can't go wrong. And again, talking about price points, just bring up some comments. Yeah, so Eric Everett, he goes, Buxton is a good call. I got an epic, so he's got an epic. There you go. You don't have an epic, but Eric has.
I don't.
No, he said he got it for 135, which is right where you're looking at. Maybe he's the one that scooped up the one you're looking at.
There was one that was posted and like kept going down and down and down. And I was like, I wonder how far down this thing will go. And it didn't go down far enough that I scooped it, but I'll get one eventually. I'll get one.
He says he also has 3 rares, some uncommons, and a core. And then he says, shh, don't talk about Barrero. I'm stacking. So he's on him as well. He sees it.
Yeah.
But
but it's weird. Like Jose Barrero has the same issue in the sports card world too. And I really honestly just think it's he changed his name. Like he changed his name. And so like I don't think people
nobody knows who he is. Like literally,
people no one knows who he is. Like he was Jose Garcia when he made his major league debut, and then like all of a sudden he changes his name to Jose Barrero, and it's like, who's this Jose Barrero guy? I don't think people realize that like the two people are the same. So I honestly think that's just like what the issue is with Barrero, which just I just find hilarious, but.
It's great for people that's a guy like Eric and yourself and myself. It's great because you're finding this price and you're just like, how is it happening? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to continue until people find out what his name is and want him.
Yeah. And he has gone up, right? I mean, I remember I was scooping up Jose Barrero cores for $2.
Yes.
And now he's up to
I was scooping like uncommons for like $3.
Yeah. So the people are starting to catch on a little bit with Barrero. And I think that's kind of just what we're seeing now is like there was all this like panic selling happening in the first like 72 to 96 hours, right? Where everybody was just selling everything that they didn't really
It was like a race to who could go as low to sell.
Yeah. And it was great for the buyers, right? Now you're seeing all the collectors have now scooped these up. They've scooped a lot of those deals up. There's still some pretty good deals out there, obviously. But you have seen the floors on the good players go up a little bit. And like especially like the more rarer ones, like those lower mint ones. But yeah, I mean, you even look at players like, like Francisco Lindor, right? Like I was picking up Francisco Lindor cores for $2 and now it's up to $4. So I mean it's doubled in price if you kind of look at it that way. Yeah, Francisco Lindor has no business being $4 probably. Should probably be quite a bit higher. But you've seen, I mean, like I said, prices have basically doubled or tripled in the last like 3 days on these good players that we should be seeing go up.
Right. But again, that's what's good. Like it's bottomed out. At least that's what's kind of cool and nice to see. Like we have seen the bottom. So right now you're seeing the increase in the prices, right? We're seeing the rise. And again, it's relating to packs. There was also a point in the 70 to 90, like that time frame you're talking about, that packs were actually below the buying price of $50. You were seeing packs going for like $46. People were taking a loss on a pack. And now they've climbed up. I think the floor right now, I'm not sure if it's exactly at 60. I think I see it like still like the $59.99 part. 60 wasn't too far, so we might have broken the $60 barrier at this point. But like that's where we are as well. I mean, they were selling for like $46 maybe three days ago. So we're back
I think at
there.
the time of that announcement, packs were under $50. It wasn't by a ton, but they were under. Like when that announcement happened. And then once that announcement came, you kind of seen it it's steadily going up.
That's a good point you make it. I think you're right. I think that helped a lot. That put a little more confidence that we're not going to see another major flood today. So people were more enthused. For one, right, it's not going to be flooded. So this is it. So if you want that Barrera, if you want these players, there's not going to be more coming in. But also for two, if you did want more packs, well, now you're not getting them. So you have to buy secondary. So, yeah, I think you're right. That announcement helped a lot with the marketplace because the certainty there, right? This is it. This is all you're seeing. And you are seeing the effects of it. So,
I'm just looking right now. $60 is basically the floor. There's two that are priced at $59, $87, and $59.99. But then it gets to $60. Yep.
Cool. For me, so like the same thing. That next morning, that night I was buying maybe like I didn't buy
during that whole day
too much. Yeah, but like the next morning when I woke up and saw prices. Now, mind you, again, like my mindset of what I thought stuff would be valued at. I think my very first purchase, which like I'm kicking myself in the ass for doing now. Well, I think my very first purchase was seeing a Will Smith core, mind you, not even uncommon, I think for like $12. And I was like, oh shit. Because again, I'm thinking like, I want to start building out a lineup, because if you think there's going to be any type of gamification, any type of utility, fantasy, like whatever may come down the pipeline, I want to try to have some of the best players. And Will Smith, I mean, you wear your hat, whatever, Jim, go talk your talk about Louisville. But regardless, Will Smith is an elite catcher in an elite lineup. I probably want to have Will Smith in my collection. And when I saw like the $12, I was like, scoop mine. $12, Will Smith, let's go. And then 24 hours, he was like $1. So like, again, you know, like you're seeing how it was. What I thought were good buys then still played out. I think honestly, like my second or third purchase was an O'Neal Cruz for $10. Every core Cruz I have was like either $10 or less. Now it might have been like 11 or 12 on maybe one or two, but like they're all $10 or less. Every uncommon I had of O'Neal Cruz was $20 or less. That's where he was at within that 24-hour time span, and even like a little bit longer. I know you scooped up your rares you mentioned. I didn't. I was going to play let me wait it out a little bit. And at that point in time, he just climbed. So I got my rare for 75, still 25 less than floor. But obviously, O'Neal Cruz was who I was targeting. I was targeting a lot of Barrera as well because he was just so cheap. But like other players, I've gone, and it's a little bit out of everything you suggest, of course. Like we talk about pitchers, that's not who you really want to collect. You're going after hitters and such, right? But just to me, Shane Baz seems to get zero love. And if you're talking about maybe one of the best pitching prospects in this drop, it's probably him. And I was scooping up cores for $1. I was scooping up uncommons for $2, you know, rares for under 10. So like I was stacking a lot of Shane Baz. You would probably think I'm the biggest Shane Baz fan in the world. I'm just not. The value is too great. Other ones was Edward Cabrera. The Marlins pitchers, I feel like. Edward Cabrera, I was scooping up. Some Pablo Lopez's because, you know, Jim, he's my guy.
Yeah. Alcantara was in there too. There's a bunch of Marlins pitchers in this drop.
Yeah. Now, Alcantara, I think I might have just got like just a couple, but it was Cabrera I was really scooping up because he was very low in my eyes. Yohan Moncada. I get he's injured, but you're getting cores for him for $1, uncommons for like $2. How's that happening? So I've been scooping up all kinds of Moncadas. And then like just outside of that, I feel like just players. Again, like you're just collecting. I haven't truly decided, although it's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to collect the set. But I haven't like focused on the set. I've more or less just focused on that's a good player. That's a good price. He's mine in my collection now. Another one. Miggy, his 500th home run moment, right?
Yeah.
His maybe
so if you got an uncommon of
one
that,
and only moment in Candy, like he's going to retire at some point, you know, like this, he's a Hall of Famer. How is he as low as he is? And that's also, I'm not saying epic as far as rarity. That's an epic just moment in itself. It's his that's a monument, like it's a milestone, right? The other one is Joe Musgrove. I've been getting a lot of Joe Musgroves as well. That was his no hitter. Also, to me, very undervalued. He's a good pitcher. Now, mind you, again, I know it's a pitcher. A lot of these guys I'm talking about are pitchers, but it's just like Joe Musgrove uncommons for like $2, $3. I'm scooping up because that was his perfect game also. So that's part of it. Players and also the moments in itself, like Miguel Cabrera, Joe Musgrove, I've been stacking quite a bit of.
Yeah, Miggy is one that I'm trying to go through here. So I just plugged it in. Serial 1, by the way, if you haven't utilized it, it updated it with the 2022 lineup 1. So it's showing I've got so like I did what you were doing, right? Those first few days where I was just buying deals. If I saw a deal, I bought it. I wasn't really necessarily going for a complete set at that point. I was just like, I'm just going to buy every good deal that I find. By the time I kind of was like,
by the way, because I spent way too much.
God,
I don't need the dollar amount. We don't
remember,
but like,
I don't know.
I had no intention,
way more than I was anticipating.
That's what I'm saying. I had no intention to spend the amount of money I spent on day 2. and I just couldn't
think
stop.
about it,
I feel like I was addicted to the marketplace.
Yeah.
Like a true addiction.
Yeah. With the amount of packs that I bought, I was like, I'm not going to spend that much on the marketplace. I just spent all this money on packs. And then like, I just saw all these deals and I was like, darn you, Candy. Keep giving you money. But as far as and then I kind of flipped a switch over the weekend. I was like, you know what? These prices are too good. I am going to go ahead and just focus on completing this set. I might as well at this point. I think by the time I made up my mind, I was about halfway there, just by picking up the deals and from the packs that I ripped. Right. So I was about halfway there. And so, I'm creeping my way up. I've got 113 out of the 180 so far. Really focusing right now on just kind of buying those lower mint guys, because I know that at some point people are going to kind of catch on and those are going to be the first ones to go up. We already kind of see it happening with Vesia with the Dodgers. Like he's above $10 now, just, relief pitcher. And I think people just kind of picked him.
Wait, yeah. Is this another Kikuchi gang type thing?
I don't know if it's another Kikuchi gang type thing, but look him up right now. Like he's up there.
Funny.
And there's not another person kind of like Cruz where there just aren't a lot available. Okay, it's not as high. He's at $7, but there's only 32. There's only 32 listed. But he's at $7 right now, and not somebody who you would think of. I mean,
he would be $1,
right? Yeah, I mean, he would be $1 guy, right? But yeah, so I'm getting there. Was at 113 out of 180, so I got 67 to go. Still have to knock down Trout, Harper. So I still have to knock down those two.
Harper's another. I can't say like I've been stacking Harper, but I've definitely purchased more than a handful of Harpers.
Yeah, Harper's one I'm still missing. So that's just one that I still have to get to.
Nice.
But no, it's exciting. I mean, I wasn't really planning on getting the full set, and now I kind of have made up my mind that I want to do it. I'm close. I would anticipate, I think I can probably get there in like a matter of, I think I can get there by the next drop. Let's say that. I think I can get there by the next drop.
I don't think it's that difficult. So let me ask you this too. Like, what's the play? I know you're doing the same thing I'm doing as well. I am not even really focusing on cores because of the value, like the price of uncommons. I'm just getting the uncommon. If I'm going to pay $1 for a core and $2 for an uncommon, just give me the uncommon. Like now you got the video, it's a little more of a show off type thing. It's more limited. And of course you would imagine if things start creeping up and become more value, like, okay, if that $1 core goes from 1 to 5, like sure, you 5 extra money, but that's $4. If this uncommon goes from like 2 to 20, or even 2 to 10, like it might not be the same as percentage wise or whatever as maybe a core can go, but like you're making a lot more money. That's just my play too. So, but let me ask you this: are you trying to complete the set as all uncommons, or are you mixing it up with whatever?
I'm definitely mixing up. Like I'm not getting uncommons of those just random players.
Okay.
Right. So like if I can pick up a relief pitcher for the Royals for 90 cents as a core and the uncommon is $2, I'm still just picking up the core. I don't really care about the moment necessarily. I'm really just getting it so I can complete the set. But like for like half decent hitters, I am going after uncommons. So like any like half decent hitter doing an uncommon. And then like people like if we're talking pitchers, like Shane Bieber, is definitely going to be one of those guys where, I'll go ahead and pick up at least an uncommon. Jack Flaherty, I picked up his uncommon, right? Like, so like the better pitchers in this drop I did, but Musgrove you mentioned. So same thing there. But yeah, I think that's kind of my strategy right now is like the decent players go ahead and get the uncommon. The filler guys, I'm cool with the core.
Makes sense. That's probably what I would do as well. I guess I kind of had in my mindset just because of how cheap it is. I'm just gonna I don't know. It's not even like so much of a flex move, but it's just like I might as well I'm gonna do it all on commons. But the more I think about it, I was like, well, you know what? I could probably just save myself a few bucks too, and just the guys you don't really care about, like you're talking about, I could just pick up the cores, save me a few dollars, maybe that gets me one extra wander uncommon, in doing so. And it's like, yeah, maybe I should do that instead of just being a dumb and get uncommons for no reason. I could just get the cores and the players I don't really care about, put some more money in my pocket there. So if I do complete the set, that's probably what I'll do. I just don't know, because again, I just look at the value of some of this stuff and I'm like, do I still even want to bother putting $1 into this player just so I can complete the set? I don't know if there's going to be any real utility to it. Also, with that said, I'd have a lot of other stuff that I can use as utility as well. So it's like, do I need to have this as a utility? I don't really know so much. So it's like, do I want to invest even that $1 into this no good player? Or the $1 into 5 of those, or keep that $5 and spend it on 2 uncommons of a player I do want, So that's I'm kind of torn on. I've still just been more or less buying what I feel is a good value on the better players. But again, like we're talking about, there seems to be tons of that value out there still, even though they're creeping up. In my eyes, no financial advice. Don't listen to anything we say because we are a bunch of dumb.
We are idiots.
Yes, we are idiots. Don't listen to us. But I still feel there's tons of value on here. And then, like you mentioned too, like there's all these players and people don't know the players as we're selling them. But like, I feel like once some type of utility comes into play, then that's where the value of some of these unknown players can come in. Like maybe the relief pitchers add value because I don't know, is Kenny going to have some holds competition one day? Maybe, so it's like, then you'll start having that value. But regardless, I think, the marketplace is a really good time to buy right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps that up.
Good recap.
All right. So I guess, do we want to get into what did drop this week?
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Jackie Robinson. It was Jackie Robinson Day not too long ago. And then we heard just before the day that they're going to have a Jackie Robinson drop, which for one, so like much like the Lou Gehrig, right? There was the 1-for-1. It was an auction in Bitsky. I think that lasted, correct me if I'm wrong, was it 4 days that went on for?
Something like that. I don't know.
I'm probably wrong because again, we are idiots. So however it was, there was this, there was the auction for it. It sold for,
I think that's right.
Okay. You're accounting.
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
It sold for $50,000.
Congratulations to the buyer. If I saw Talking Candy just dropped their video in the community content channel. So make sure you check it out. They were actually on with the buyer like at the end of the auction. So pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to check out the whole thing yet, but I'm sure that's going to be pretty fun.
Right. Yeah. How I mean, that had to be like exhilarating. I mean, for the buyer, of course, but like for FD and Nate Slimfish, like be doing like on there with him and like witnessing him just spend $50,000 on it. And it's on your show. So yeah, pretty cool moment there. But yeah, it went for $50,000. They also had 2 other drops included with it. So they had the Jackie Robinson bust. There was a total of 100 of those. And then they had an open mint, which kind of coincided with the auction. I think it also was like 4 days. It was an autographed baseball. Again, it was open mint, so you can buy however it was there, which I think was a total of like 700 and some. I think that was like the final number.
797.
Makes sense
on the baseball. Yeah.
So right under 800. So 800 of those. Now the Jackie Robinson busts, the 1 of 100. Jimothy. That is something you did not get. And I feel for you, my guy.
No, and I mean it was just my fault. Like it was just my fault. It was a 9 a.m. drop Eastern time, which is just like an awkward time for me because I'm used to Candy dropping stuff at noon, right? And I didn't set a reminder. I was like, I work from home, but so I can do those sorts of things. I can get on a drop if I want to, but I was like in the middle of doing something. I hadn't set an alarm or a reminder. And next thing I know, you were like, did you get it? And it was 9:04. And I was like, oh crap. So yeah, I got shut out. But how about you?
I got it. I got it, my guy.
There you go.
I was so pumped because I definitely wanted this.
I
Just
would
like
have loved to have gotten one.
a quick little story. It's something that's really cool in the family. I posted on Twitter, but I actually have it's a total of 3 baseballs from the 48 Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie Robinson's on it. It's like a real, I mean, that's a flex. And I mean, I'm not to flex, but that's really, really cool. You know, it was passed down from my great uncle, actually. So he gave it to me and my brother. So yeah, it's 3 total baseballs. So it's real cool. And of course, Jackie Robinson, I mean, just, I don't need to go into detail about Jackie Robinson, right? We all know what he stood for.
Iconic.
Right. Yeah. So this was something I definitely wanted. You know, like I wanted to get this bust if I could. And man, this thing sold out. I think it was 13 seconds. It sold out. 13 seconds. I was lucky enough to have got one. Here it is. I'll play it. I guess I can maximize it. Yeah, they can see it. I mean, if you haven't already seen it, I'm sure you have if you're watching this show, but here's the bust. I mean, how cool looking is that? There's the autograph.
Yeah.
Which I can confirm. By the way, I can authenticate this. This is his autograph, if you're wondering. So, real cool.
No, good stuff. Really happy for you. Glad you got one.
$250. I mean, we all know everyone's in this space for different reasons. And I mean, there's money to be had, right? You can collect. So immediately we saw these go up. And I think like the first 2 purchases were like $600, $700, crept up pretty quickly. Sales been going about $1,800, I feel. It's about right where the sweet spot is. No pun intended. Right where the sweet spot is on these for the sales. But hey, what's sold today?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of crazy. So 20 of the 100 have already sold, but the last one sold today was the number 1 mint. Number 1 mint sold for $8,500 today. So
yes,
yeah, I mean, congratulations there. That's quite a win. So congrats to whoever had the 1 of 100. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, you mentioned like kind of right now, the last 3 sales have been $1,699, $1,650, $1,800. So I wouldn't fault anybody for, you know, if you scoop this up and you want a quick $1,400 payday, you know, I'm not going to fault anybody for flipping these, but at the same time, it's also just like a really cool collectible that's nice to have. So I'm jealous of you. Let me say that.
Well, I didn't get 11 playoff packs sent to me to the NBA Top Shot as an error, so we're even, kind of.
Yeah,
not really,
right.
but I'll take it.
Yeah,
I don't say this and mean this to rub it in, right? But like, I'm just thrilled to have this. It really is too. Like, if you're looking as far as like candy collections and stuff like that, like it's only 1 of 100. Like, this is very iconic. It's sold out in 13 seconds, so clearly there's a desire to have it. What a flex item it is. And like really only thing we have it to compare to is like the Lou Gehrig one, which really kicked off candy. You know, the Lou Gehrig moment, same thing. They had 100 of them, 1 of 1 auction. Now that auction, it sold for 71,000, I think, 70,400, something like that. Regardless,
it right went for quite a bit. Yeah, it went for quite a bit.
So a little bit more was, you know, its price. This went for 50, and then when you look at the other. The 1 of 100s, right? That are, you can find them OpenSeeing right now. I mean, I'm not saying financial advice. I'm not saying, I'm just going to give my thoughts and opinions on this, right? And not to like say one's better than the other, but like me personally, I feel if you look iconic, they're both iconic. Lou Gehrig, Jackie Robinson, but I feel Jackie Robinson probably has a little bit of an edge, right? So to know that Jackie Robinson's auction went for $20,000 less, right? To know that the prices right now on these are about $1,800, right? Like we're under $2,000. The Lou Gehrigs were going for like 3 ETH on OpenSea, which in today's numbers is like $9,000. So again, I'm not here, and like you said too, like a flip is a flip. Like you go from $250 to $2,000, you're making some good money, especially the one who've got the 1 of 100, sold it for that amount. Like that's a lot of money. But personally, myself, I just feel as these are very undervalued at this point in time. So that's probably even more reason I'm holding on to mine at this time. Hey, if you need $2,000, here's a quick $2,000. Go get it, right? Luckily, I don't need it today.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like this stuff is very undervalued. That way, if one day I did decide that I want to go ahead and sell it, right? I don't want to have it to flex or whatever, to collect. Again, it's just my thoughts. We're dum-dums. But I feel like this is really, really, really undervalued. And this has the potential, like once crypto comes into play, these things starting to take off potentially.
I agree. And I'm actually really surprised, like with the baseballs too. Same thing. It kind of dropped at the same time, I believe. So I didn't get like an early low serial number on the baseball, but I was like, I'll go for the perfect mint. Missed it by 2, by the way. But only 797 of those too. So lower mint count that I would have guessed on that. Cause I mean, we're talking about Jackie Robinson here. Like I said, pretty impressive figure, not only in just in baseball history, but like in world history, especially, right. I mean, at least American history. But
so let's talk about it. I only say this too because of comments that came up, and like this makes a lot of sense, and I think it's a good discussion we can have here. So Eric, again, commenting, he says, dude, the Lou has the luckiest man on the face of the earth speech. Pretty iconic. He says that's like the third most iconic speech in American history behind Lincoln and Gettysburg and JFK, fear itself. So like, I totally get that. Like
probably true. Yeah.
So that's a very iconic moment, put in that sense. And I get that, right? But I think also when you look status and iconic as the person and influential in that sense too, maybe more than just that moment, that's where I come and think of Jackie Robinson. And again, like maybe we can just, like you said, you look at like American history. I put Jackie Robinson in that, not so much Lou Gehrig. The speech, iconic, yes. But like if I'm looking at American history, I don't know if I have a discussion on Lou Gehrig. But 100 of 100 classes.
You learn about Jackie Robinson in 4th grade social studies,
Right. And so I guess that's where I'm going with this. And again, that's why I started this off. Like, it's not to like shade any of them. It's not to say like you're not worth this. Like they are both iconic, but that's why I feel make it easy. I don't think Jackie Robinson is 1/9 of what a Lou Gehrig should be, if anything.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm sorry, 1.114. It's not 1,000, it's 2,000.
we're not the math show.
That was my strong subject.
Few on percentages. Yeah, we're not no percentages here.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're FD and us. We're synonymous. But anyways, I guess that's kind of more or less what I'm getting to as well. Like I just think these are totally undervalued because they're nowhere near like the Lou Gehrig value at this point in time. But regardless, we can move on from that. That's a great discussion. We can talk about that. We can speculate. But itself, the moment, I guess not the moment, but the NFT, right? Pretty damn cool looking. 1 of 100. I was lucky enough to get one of them. So that's that.
Yeah.
What I will say is, I guess, add one more thing, right? That like number 1's really cool. I haven't seen it out there. I'm so jealous, and whoever has that number 42, oh my God, I envy you. That's something to hold on to.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool item there. All right. Do we rip packs?
I don't know. Do they want to watch us open packs?
I think so.
Let us know.
I think that's what the people want. Is it time to rip some packs?
I'm just going to drink my water until they tell me to.
Yeah, I think it's pack ripping time. So you said you've got.
I'm sorry.
You got 3.
Go ahead. Yeah, I have 3.
Yeah. Okay. And now we're having history conversations in the comments here.
This is what we're about.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's start off with you.
Okay.
Let's get your 3.
We'll do my 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, guys, here we go. So here's my first one. We're going to have better luck this time, right? Promise me.
I mean, we have to, right?
We don't, but we should.
that's true. We don't have to.
I mean, we said that like after every pack we open, like gotta be better than this, and then it wasn't.
I'm just interested. I'm interested to see if my graphics work this time.
Because of the way they open.
Because I mean, I'm on the newest version of Chrome. I'm on the newest version of Mac operating software. So yeah, I don't know why mine doesn't look like this.
We'll find out.
Plus,
these ones that airdrop to you because of the error you got. So maybe there's special packs.
Maybe
they'll work.
Let's hope.
All right, Casey Mize.
Okay,
I'll take it.
Former #1 overall pick.
Robbie Grossman, ex-Pirate.
Ex-Bucco, yep.
That's all I got to say about that. And a Cub. Jeez.
Hey, he pitched tonight and gave up Wander Franco's first home run of the season, I believe.
Potential play of the day tomorrow?
Potential. So he could be. The Mets had a walk-off. That's probably my pick as of right now.
Was that
the Lindor
walk-off? The walk-off?
Lindor walked it off.
Did I say Liriano? Yeah. Jeez.
You said Liriano, yeah.
Jeez, the other Francisco.
All right, see these uncommons.
Hey, Peter Longo.
Okay. There we go. It's a good one to have.
You can't have too many worse than that.
Nope.
Larry Garcia.
Okay.
So
not a terrible pack.
Nothing terrible about that. Couple pitchers.
Yeah.
There were starters. There's a plus. So, all right. Next pack. We're going to blow through these. Because I want to get to your 10. You got a legendary. Okay, a rare.
Oh, here we go. We got a rare.
All right. First one. Hey, another Mancada. There's $1.
There you go.
Which I don't know why, but
I actually checked when you were looking. He's at like $2 now.
Oh, I doubled up. Hey, Julio Urias. I don't think I've picked any of his up yet, so I have one now.
I think it was the first day I saw somebody put up like an uncommon of his for like $1.99, so I bought that one.
Oh, you bought it? Nice. Yeah, Yadiel Hernandez. All right,
we just saw him.
Let's get to the uncommon here. All right, so I finally got a reliever, Craig Stammen.
Yep. All right, let's see. Let's get a good rare. Let's go. Okay.
Paul Goldschmidt. That's not bad.
No. I mean, just a very solid, productive player. So
he was almost my first rare that I purchased. I didn't because I hesitated. I remember I asked you. I texted you. I was like,
yeah,
$50 Paul Goldschmidt rare. Is that a good buy? You're like, yes. I was like, I'm so dumb of even asking. Like, I want to buy it so quick, but I'm just so nervous right now. The way the market was just like so fluctuant, you know. And I didn't because I was late. And actually now he might be about $50 right now, huh? So I'm not being the good buy, but now it's about probably no, he's probably less than that now for rare, huh? He's probably like about 20.
Let's take a look.
30.
Let's take a look. So Paul Goldschmidt rare is 27.
Okay. Another rare.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, this one is Wander.
Okay, let's get it.
Paul DeJong.
Getting all the Cardinals.
Griffin Canning. Come on, let's get better. George Springer. Be good for the utility. Josh Rojas. Okay, here we go. Come on. This is it. I have no more packs. This is my very last opening here.
Oh, this is your last pack. Come
Unless
on. Let's
I
go.
buy more packs secondary, I can't open a Wander. It's impossible at this point in time. So.
All right.
I'll take Ariel Jr.
Yeah. Another good player. He's at
probably 14. That's my guess.
1725.
All right.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yeah, not bad. Still got to pull a banger though. We need a banger.
That's on you. It's on it's on you.
It's all on me now. Yeah.
So you go share that screen.
Let's do it.
Get you out of. You have 10 packs. You're opening all 10, correct? You haven't changed your mind?
All 10.
All right.
Now we're gonna do it all. Yeah. All right.
You're up.
Let's open up this 66 one at the end there. I keep looking at it. I'm like, I think there's gonna be something good.
Serial 66?
Yeah. Serial 66.
Ooh.
We're gonna open it though. We're gonna open it. All right.
I'm shocked that you're opening it.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
Talking Candy says, bring on the bangers, Jim.
Let's go. All right. And I got the animations this time. And we got a gym pack. First time around.
Freaking gym pack.
All right. Let's go. Seth Beer. Domingo Acevedo.
Whoops.
I've gotten a few of these. The Rays, I get so excited, and ends up being Margot. There we go. Uncommon Lindor. We'll take that. All right. Rare time. Oh
no!
Let's go. Rare Wander. Let's go, baby. Let's go. First pack. I was like, oh, I can't hear him. What's he doing? That's nice. Love it. Love it. Let's play the animation.
Always you. I'm dead. You know what? I take it back. Like, screw you. Every chance I get to rub in that I got Jackie Robinson, I'm doing it. It just never fails, and it's always a rare. Fernando Tatis, the very first pack last time, right? Tatis, rare. $2,000+.
Can't help it. I can't help it.
Open up Wander rare. I mean, come on.
God. There we go.
Damn you, Jim.
Let's go. Let's go. No, good start.
Big congrats. Start. I'm just a hater.
What a start. All right, we got another rare.
Of course. Oh, my God.
All right. Hey, there's our boy, Alex Vesia. It's like an $8 core reliever.
For no reason. Nice.
Oh! Wander number 2 in 2 packs. Let's go. You're so happy right now. All right, Lamet.
Good.
I like Lamet.
I do too.
Oh, Miggy Uncommon. This is a good pack.
See, I told you these are special packs.
These are special packs. Candy loaded these ones. Rare Lindor. Yeah, I'm liking this. This pack rip's going a whole lot better than the last one. You don't have a lot of words over there. 3 packs, 3 rares. I keep pulling up my Zoom so I can see your facial expressions. Oh,
Bryce.
There we go. I just said I didn't have them. Now I got my Bryce. Stripling. Another Lamet. Ahmed Rosario. All right, let's go 3 for 3 on rares. Rosario.
Let me ask you about him. What are your thoughts on him? Because I mean, he's super, super cheap too. And I know like he's certainly not what prospect wise, he might pan out to be, but
yeah. I mean, he was definitely a top prospect. He just hadn't really performed once he reached the majors. I'm not very high on Ahmed Rosario, if that's your question.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted your opinion. Because I haven't bought any, but to me, it's like it's just so tempting because of how cheap he is. And it's like if something maybe clicks, it might come, but I still haven't bought.
I don't know how much more opportunity he's going to get. They've got Jimenez, they've got Gabriel Arias kind of waiting there in AAA too. So I don't know how much longer they're going to just like let him rack up a bunch of playing time either. So,
well, come to the Pirates, play right field.
Right. All right. 2 uncommons. Hey, big money man today.
There it is.
Signed a huge deal today. I can't believe that. He's just like your average starting pitcher, and he got paid today. All right, Randy. Oh, let's go. I've gotten core, uncommon, rare, wanders so far.
What is this? Is this real life?
This is going so much better than last time. You know what it is? It's the animation.
You got
last time I didn't have the animation.
3 wanders, right?
Well, I had 2 that I just bought, and now I've pulled 3 in these 5 packs.
How? We opened 34, and
we got
nowhere last week.
Yeah, we got the uncommon wander. So, I mean,
well, just pull the legendary
homer
while you're at it.
Well, we still haven't gotten an epic yet, so let's get the epic first. Then we can go ahead and get the legendary. How about that? But yeah, I love the highlight on Wander too, with it being his first homer. All right. Oh, so we've only done 4 packs. So 3 wanders and 4 packs. Let's just keep it going. Let's do more wanders. All right, another rare.
Yeah. FD says, wait, no epic. Hey, you're so unlucky.
Barrero, we were talking about him earlier.
Nice.
Miles Michaelis. There's my boy, Will Smith. Got a few of him now.
I'll sell you one for $12.
There we go. Uncommon Yelich.
Nice grand
former
slam
MVP.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I'll take that. All right. Hey, rare Goldie.
Rare so Goldie. Sad to see you down on my level now.
Right. The one thing about the animations, like if I have any feedback for the candy team, like cereals, we need cereals on the animations, because you don't really know what serial number you got,
right,
until you go into your collection. Then you gotta find it.
I will say,
like the animation, like the way that they open, like this whole pack opening experience is awesome. Probably my favorite of any sports NFT collectibles that I've ever opened. Like it looks great. Just I'd like to know, like, hey, what serial Mountcastle is this? And I think maybe if you go, let's see, if I view icons, does it do anything? No, it just plays plays the video. So yeah.
But no, I 100% agree with what you said. I know we said how cool it was. But then obviously, NS9 NFT on Fridays. We have Trash Cat Show, which talks like about, the dapper stuff, but they opened their packs. And like some of the comments in there as well was the same thing. Cause no one, not say no one, but a lot of people that watch the show aren't into candy, right? That was the first time they saw it. And that was their take as well. The first time, like, holy crap, this is really good. There's a lot of like good, positive talk about candy just because of this. So I agree. The way you open these is really, really legit. But yes, let us see the cereal as well. That's definitely some good feedback.
Miggy, these packs are insane.
I wish I got an error.
God, this payment error is paying off, man.
Imagine you saying you wanted your money instead. Because
they
gave you the option.
Seriously. Yeah.
You're like, no, I want all the Wanders. I'm like, okay, sure.
Right.
We can make that happen for you.
Yeah, give me all the Wander packs. There you go, Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon, another guy, kind of like Rosario, former top prospect. Kind of just couldn't put it together. Another Miggy. I've gotten 3 Miggies now. Rare, uncommon, core Miggies. Just in these packs too.
Yeah.
Still missing Trout. We need Trout. There you go. JT, he got shelled tonight. All right, we're manifesting a rare Mike Trout right here. Let's manifest it.
Hold on.
Yes, I saw the it's
worked.
The Margot T.
It worked.
It's the Margot T. All right, we still need an epic though. I guess so. Epics are like one in every 7 packs. I think 8. 1 in every 8 packs. I think. So we should have at least one epic in these 10.
And I think I got one last time, and I think you only got one too, right? In your 17?
I had 2.
You had 2?
I had
okay.
2. I had Zach Eflin and Austin Riley.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh. All right, there's another Acevedo. Oh, we're going A's. We're going A's pitchers. Alec Boehm.
He's having defensively, no. But offensively, he's having a nice start to the season.
He needs to. He was terrible last year.
He was.
All right, come on.
Good.
I hate that you like actively root against me.
I was rooting for you until you started pulling these. Now I hate you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I want to see you be happy until I see you happy.
Right. All right. Jason Hayward. Drew Pomerantz. Turner. Candy guy. Yeah, Tyler Matzik. Not a great pack there. Oh. All right, last pack.
Yeah, FD
this is the number 66.
One epic in every 7.8 packs.
Okay, so this one needs to have an epic. Give me that epic. Didn't happen. So we need Trout. Give me Trout then. Another Miggy. Okay. Trout. It's not Mike Trout. Yelich. Julio Urias. All right, last one. Oh, Reese McGuire.
Well,
okay. Well, that went well.
It did. It did. It went really well.
That went a lot better than the first time. So picked up some Wanders, picked up a rare Lindor out of that, bunch of Miguel Cabreras, Yeah, that was good. Good stuff.
Yep. As much as deep down inside, I hate you, your entire existence. I want the worst for everything of you. I'm happy for you. Great pool. I mean, 3 wanders. Like you're set. You instead of wander chasing, you got them.
Yeah, I mean, so that puts me, because I bought a core and an uncommon. Yeah, so that means I have 2 cores, 2 uncommons, and a rare now of wander.
So are you potentially? What's your play? Like, are you going to maybe flip the wander uncommon to get the trout uncommon and just call it a wash, or just buy the trout and keep all?
No, so I have a rule when it comes to like my baseball card collecting, that you don't sell Wander Franco. So I'm just gonna let that roll over to this.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't sell.
Yes. All right. Well,
he's somebody you have. He's somebody that you have and hold, good times and bad, richer, poor, sickness, health. That's your Wanders.
So you're married to the Wander.
Married to the Wanders. Yeah.
Probably. Again, we're idiots, but probably not the worst play in the world.
Yeah. I mean, again, not financial advice, but he's special, in my opinion. Very special.
Actually, what you should do is sell him. I would sell as cheaply as you can. Get rid of him before he gets cheaper and worse.
Yeah, everyone should do that.
Yes, that he's not going to live to the contract. It's going to overweigh. It's not going to be good. The home run today was a fluke. Everything about his career has been a fluke. Sell. No, for real. Congrats, Jim. Really good pulls.
Yeah.
With that said, any last words?
Pack opening. That is good. I'm happy that Leadoff Series #1 pack openings ended way better than they started. So that was some good pack opening right there. I enjoyed that very much.
Okay. So on that note, on that note, we are out of here. We'll see you guys next week. More fun to come. If you like the show, like this, subscribe, follow, turn on the alerts. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
See you guys.